I wonder if to just kind of close on Keith, I don't get the impression that he's somebody that's going to be open to fighting one of these up and coming guys. Like if he can't get you, Errol or Bud, he doesn't seem like one. If they're like, hey, we can put you in with Boots Ennis or Virgil Ortiz, he's not going to do that. He'll retire before he does that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I would do the same thing.
Okay, that was another question people actually had. Next
year rolled around and something happened, and I'm not getting my fight with Terrence. I'm not getting my fight with EJ, and then for whatever reason, Manny Pacquiao isn't willing to fight me. And then I've already expressed my disinterest in fighting Keith Thurman. But again, I understand, hey, if somehow, some way that was the only thing I could get, and then he turns up against an injury or something like that, you may not see Shawn Porter fight in 2020, 2021, you know?
Oh, we're going to be on your head. You do something like that.
I'm not fighting one of the young guys.
Okay. Fight who guys?
He did.
No. If he don't fight nobody, F that. Shawn, you don't do the years sit out, bro. You did it once, we ain't doing it again. I'll fight you.
So that was a question was, would you be willing to fight Boots or Virgil Ortiz or one of those guys? So the answer, a definitive no.
Definitive.
Why is that, I guess, is my question from the fans' perspective and my perspective.
I think the one thing that fans don't really understand when it comes to this boxing game is the business. I think that most of the business, if not 100% of the business, is just done quietly and behind closed doors. I mean, you look up and all of a sudden you see Caleb Plant getting in the ring with Caleb Truex. You say, why is that fight even happening? It's his mandatory. It's for his IBF title. We never knew that. We haven't seen Caleb Truex in 2+ years. Well, how is that? It's the business. It's how it went, and it is what it is. And so with that being said, there's guys that just have not earned the right to be in the ring with me, and I'm not going to take a step back and get in the ring with them.
And I think that probably went for you as well, just for those that are going to say you're hating on the next generation. When you were however old, you weren't going to get in the ring with the top 5 welterweight either.
Yeah. I mean, I remember Keith and I both with 2014, 2015, we're screaming Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather. I remember, I can look back now and tell you guys that I screaming those names. Looking back now, I was not ready. I'm ready for those fights now. I was ready for those fights last year, but prior to 2018, I wasn't as ready as I could be for those fights. And at that point in time, I was just a little young and had not had enough experience and had not matured enough to and not had done enough to earn the right to fight those guys. You know, so I mean, a very good example. I mean, I'm ready for those fights now.
Not bad.
I'm commentating last night, and David Morrell is a Cuban fighter. He's 4-0, and he's in a 10-round fight. And his next fight should be for an interim title, 12 rounds.
Was that the welterweight?
No, he's a super. Yeah, 150 pounds, Cuban fighter, 300+ fights as an amateur, and he's only got 5 fights, and they're already willing to bump him up to that elite level. But it's because of what he's done as an amateur. A lot of us have had very long amateur pedigrees, Olympic backgrounds, all that kind of stuff. Hopefully my man Boo Boo get in this chat in a minute because he was one of the best to do it in our quad. But there's not very many fighters who can turn pro and in 5 or 6 fights, less than 10, be fighting for a world championship title. We call it paying dues. And that's what I grew up under. And even though that's something that I hope to change in the future, I don't want to be a part of it. You know, I don't want to be the one to fight one of those young guys. And I'm looking at them like, man, when I was in your position, I didn't have the opportunity to do it, you know, so. Don't tell me you didn't enjoy what you saw, because I know you did. What you need to do now, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, hit that notification button. Check us out every week, every Tuesday, something new for you right here on the Porter Way Podcast.